Considering the pockets of lapses here and there as captured in that particular report by Victor and the NTA as the regulator of the aviation business, would you say the agency has been proactive in handling some of these challenges?
Not exactly, but then again, the challenges that we are having here is the issue of law enforcement. There's no deterrence. People are doing whatever they like and, get away with them. And that's why they are not deterred from doing the wrong thing. Elsewhere, if you delay people for so long and they are entitled to a particular payment, nobody reminds the airline that that payment has got to be made, or whatever form of compensation or alternative arrangements will have to be made. You don't remind anyone, because if you don't do it, you get punished promptly. Well, here, the people do whatever they like, get away with them, and there's no motivation to do what is right, and that's why this is going on.
Technically, there's no consequences for bad behavior.
No consequences for bad behavior.
Now, does the agency have any compensation mechanism for delays and cancellations as a way of ensuring that passengers' rights are protected and respected?
Oh, sure. The laws are there, and they update them and roll them out now and then, but it's all on paper. Nobody ever bothers to do anything, about taking care of passengers that have been inconvenienced, and a whole lot of people would not bother to take up the matter legally, because our judicial system is also not helping matters. I mean, when people have claims to make and go to court, they end up in court 2, 3, 4, 5 years. At the end of the day, it doesn't make sense anymore.
And maybe thrown out of the window eventually.
Correct. Very correct.
Now, when you talk to airline operators, they tell you scarcity and high cost of jet A1 aviation fuel sometimes, is responsible for the delay and cancellation of flights. How can we deal with this Nigerian factor?
Oh, well, it's not as if flight delays are peculiar to Nigeria. No. It's happening all over the world. There are a couple of reasons, like you already mentioned, that flights can be delayed. I mean, it's not just only about aviation fuel or anything peculiar to Nigeria. The industry is what it is. Airplanes, for instance, are very faithful machines, and they are designed to tell when anything goes wrong. You may have a flight, load of passengers, pilots seated, and then suddenly something pops up and informs the crew that it's not safe to fly. That flight will have to be aborted, and whatever the technical glitches will be, taken care of before you get back into the plane to fly. That's why, personally, I always describe them as very faithful machines, just the way designed. And then the other, cases of, say, weather problem, it's not just only about aviation fuel. But the point is, if the reason for cancellation or delay is the fault of the airline mandatorily must pay what is stipulated in the books. But here, they won't do what's right, and they won't pay, and nobody will compel them to do so.